What's good? It's your boy Jay, that's me. Let's dive into NXT Battleground from June the 9th, 2024. A pretty okay, fun show. Yes, Shawn Michaels played it safe in this one, but he did one heck of a job. So this was a really fun show. So we kicked the show off with the first match of the night, which was the ladder match for the NXT Women's North American Championship. So Ruka, Last Legend, Kalani Jordynne, Fallon Henley, Michin, aka Mia Yim, and Miss Parker, Jada Parker. So Kalani Jordynne, she won. This match was fun. I enjoyed it. One spot in the match was where all the women teamed up and they did a military press onto Last Legend. They threw her over the top rope into a ladder. That was great. Took her out of the match. So Ruka was able to hit 2 Soul Snatchers, which was fucking awesome. It was great. I love that. Kalani Jordynne getting the win actually kind of does make sense. It seems like they're going to feud Fallon Henley and Kalani Jordynne. Kalani Jordynne is basically going to be a transitional champion, so I wouldn't be shocked if Fallon Henley defeats Kalani Jordynne at Heat Wave. And if they want to continue the feud after Heat Wave, they can. But this actually makes sense. Again, it is what it is. But the match was fun. Really good stuff. Moving on. So Nathan Frazier and Axiom, they defeated the Good Brothers. They retained the NXT Tag Team Championships. You guys know I don't give one single fuck about the Good Brothers. They suck. So the story basically is with Axiom and Nathan Frazier, they are fighting teams from the outside. So it seems like NXT could bring in one or two teams. They could bring in Ace Austin and Chris Bay, ABC from TNA, or they could bring in the Mercy Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. So they could do either one of those, and I'm down for it. I think that's what they might do. I would love to see Nathan Frazier and Axiom take on ABC. I think that would be great. Like I say, whichever one they decide to do, I'm down for it. So, there's that. Moving on, the NXT Underground match, Shayna Baszler versus Lola Vice. This shit was fun. I enjoyed this. This was great. I really liked the finish. So basically Lola Vice wins. So towards the end of the match, both women are brawling on the outside, and Shayna Baszler is going for a knee strike and everything else. She sells her knee being hurt. They brawl on the announce table for a second. Shayna Baszler was able to get back into the ring for a quick second. And then she is taken out by a spinning back fist, and then Lola Vice just starts beating the shit out of her with a bunch of hammer fists to the head, and the referee stops it. So that was great. This is good. This actually makes sense. Lola Vice winning was the right call here, and I think they should do this again. I'm a big fan of the NXT Underground concept. I wish they'd bring that back on the main roster, but Triple H, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing it. So this being a staple in NXT is fine. Like I said before, Lola Vice winning, solid. And Lola Vice, she worked on Shayna Baszler's knee in the match. Shayna Baszler worked on the ankle of Lola Vice. So this is a really solid, quote-unquote, worked MMA, and this is great. What do you do with Lola Vice going forward? I don't know. You could build her up some more and have her take on Roxanne Perez, but I don't know. Again, Lola Vice is a heel, and you don't want to have heel versus heel. So whenever Roxanne Perez loses her championship, whenever that is, maybe Lola Vice could be the next female to be the one to take the title from Roxanne Perez. But Lola Vice should definitely be NXT champion, and I think she'll win the NXT Women's Championship in due time. But this match was really good, and I'm a fan of both females. I am. Moving on, we get an Eddie Thorpe vignette. Who gives a damn? Moving on from that, Kalani Jordan, she celebrates with Sexy Red in the backstage area. Okay, cool stuff. Moving on, the triple threat match, Obafemi versus Wes Lee versus Joe Coffey. Obafemi retains the NXT North America Championship. This match was fun as fuck. Crazy spots. So Gallus, they got involved towards the end of the match. They took out Obafemi for a second. Obafemi was taken out by Gallus for a quick second. He comes back to life, beats the shit out of both members of Gallus. Wes Lee was doing a whole bunch of ricochet shit and everything. So he sold pretty well. And Obafemi got the win via a power, not power slam, but a power bomb to Joe Coffey. Again, this match was fun. Obafemi is that guy. He is fucking fantastic. He is going to be a force to be reckoned with on the main roster. This dude is a fucking badass. I love me some Obafemi. Obafemi needs to be NXT champion. He needs to be NXT champion. This guy is too damn good to be in the North American title picture. He needs to be NXT champion. And I love me some Trick Williams, but fuck, Obafemi is just so damn good. This guy is a fucking savage. He's a savage, man. Guy is legit. What do you do with Obafemi going forward? I have no idea. I really don't. Wes Lee seems to be fine because it seems like they're going to do something with Wes Lee and Gallus. So he'll be fine. Moving on. Roxanne Perez versus Jordynne Grace for the NXT Women's Championship. So Roxanne Perez gets the win. So this match was also fun and good. Roxanne Perez did a really good job. She worked on the arm of Jordynne Grace in the match. She used her speed and agility to take her down. Towards the end of the match, Tatum Paxley, she came out from the crowd, and she was eyeing the NXT Women's Championship as well as the TNA Knockouts Championship. And she picks up the TNA Knockouts Championship. Then we see Ash by Elegance, a.k.a. Dana Brooke. She shows up, and the two of them have a little tug of war. Jordynne Grace comes out, and she hits both women with the belt, and then she attempts to go for the Juggernaut Driver. Roxanne Perez reverses that into a cutter, and she hits the Pop Rocks for the 1, 2, 3. This was great because this sets up another match between Jordynne Grace and Roxanne Perez in due time. I don't think it'll happen for quite some time, but people have to realize that the reason that Jordynne Grace is in this position is for the simple fact that Julia is not there yet. She's still nursing her wrist injury, so she should be coming at Heat Wave, which I think she will. And Also, this sets up Jordynne Grace to defeat Tatum Paxley at Against All Odds. And this was the right decision. This actually made sense, if we're being honest. Do I think that Jordynne Grace will stick around in TNA? Probably not. I think that Jordynne Grace has done everything she possibly can do in TNA, and there's nothing else she can do. So I wouldn't be shocked if Shawn Michaels maybe tries to buy out her contract and get Jordynne Grace on either by the end of this year or early next year into WWE, because Jordynne Grace could easily hang with Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Jade Cargill, Nia Jax, Piper Niven, and others. So this is great. I know people think that they're going to bring in more people from TNA. No, they're not. It's just going to be Jordynne Grace, the Rascalz, and probably ABC. And that's how they're going to bring in. But Jordynne Grace is basically going to be in WWE, in NXT full-time in due time. Also, Gail Kim and Jonathan Gresham, they were there. Jonathan Gresham is Jordynne Grace's husband, so he was there. So the TNA executives, they really like this, and they're going to continue the partnership. So this was good. This match was fun. Enjoyed it. Moving on. So Gallus, they beat the shit out of Wes Lee in the backstage area. So basically, this leads us to the Rascalz reuniting, which is going to be Zachary Wentz, a.k.a. Nash Carter, Wes Lee, and Trey Miguel. And this would be great. So I'm down for that. They'll probably do the match at Heat Wave. So this will be some really good shit. Down for it. Definitely down for it. Moving on. The main event of the evening, Trick Williams versus Ethan Page for the NXT Championship. Trick Williams retains via the Trick knee. Towards the end of the match, Ethan Page hit an Oklahoma Stampede through the announce table. That wasn't the finish. Then he puts Trick back into the ring. He punches him. He gets overzealous. The referee stops him. Him and the referee argue, and this allows for Trick to hit the Trick knee for the 1-2-3. And Trick, post-match, celebrates with Sexy Red. And that was the show. That was it. So it seems like what they're going to do is they'll probably have Ethan Page be the one to defeat Trick. Either sometime this year or sometime next year. That's usually what Shawn Michaels does. That's how he used to book in NXT UK when that was the thing. And that's what I see happening. So, this is fine. I know people are like, oh, we didn't get any surprises. It's like, that's not the point. They're building towards more surprises. And I do think that Heat Wave is going to be the show where we get a lot of surprises. I really do. This show was fun. I actually enjoyed it. I forgot to mention there was a twerk off with Lola Vice and Sexy Red. So that was pretty fun. That was pretty funny. So that's cool. Overall, NXT played it safe. Shawn Michaels played it safe. And that's not a bad thing. That's actually a good thing. He was very conservative and everything in his booking. Overall, this was a fun show. This was a fun show. Kalani Jordan winning, right decision to build her up as a transitional champion. That's fine. We all know Fallon Henley is going to be the one to win in the end. You can still do the Rascalz and Gallus. You can still do that. Roxanne Perez and Jordynne Grace, you can still set that up again later on, whenever that's going to be. So, Femi's still a legit badass. And it seems like we might get some surprises for NXT on Tuesday. Because, like I said before, we're getting the return of Wendy Chu. She's coming back. So that should be okay. And it seems like we might get the introduction of the Rascalz or the Motor City Machine Gun showing up on Tuesday. So we'll see. But NXT Battleground was solid. But what did you guys think? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.